Hello, this is Beloved Alchemy and my name is Deborah. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to lead you in a guided visualization called the Carousel of the Mind. And I feel it's very important that I bring this to you today because we're living in some really troubled times. People are getting into panic mode, lots of fear starting to happen with people because of all the information that's being given to us, and it's difficult to sift through and to know just what the truth is. And we begin to get into some real negative kind of thinking, and as the negative thinking starts to build, we do start to panic and the fear creeps in, and it really doesn't help us. In fact, as we get more negative thinking going on, as we get more panicked and fearful, we find that we don't have clarity of mind anymore. We can't think clearly. We need to be able to think clearly. And also, as we get fear and panic building within us, within our minds, another thing occurs that we really don't want at the moment. Our immune system doesn't work properly. Our immune system needs us to be calm. And that's where I'd like to take you, if you'll follow me, to a place where you can be calm, you can choose to be calm. And I'd like to help you to have a little bit of that, to experience that and stop all this spiraling down into fear and panic. So come with me on this little journey into the carousel of the mind. So just find yourself a little spot to sit or lay down, somewhere where you can be just quiet, just for a few moments, and take in a nice big deep breath and let that breath go. As you let the breath go, you're letting go a little of the tightness in your body and the sinking thinking in your mind. Taking another big deep breath and let that breath go, and just let go a little bit more of the tightness in your shoulders, the tightness in your torso, in your neck. We hold tension in our neck and in our shoulders. Take one more big deep breath now, and as you let this breath go, if you wish, you can allow your eyelids to close on down and allow yourself to settle and feel just a little bit more relaxed. Now I'd like you to use your imagination for a moment. I'd like you to imagine that you're sitting on a carousel, the old roundabouts that we used to have in the fairgrounds. So you're sitting on a carousel, you're sitting on a horse on a carousel. You remember the horses that go up and down? You're sitting on a horse. Choose for yourself a horse and sit on that horse. And notice the colour of your horse. It might be a brown horse or a dapple grey, white. Just notice what colour your horse is and what colour the mane is on the horse. And you might feel that mane on the horse that you're sitting on. And its tail, look behind. What colour is the tail? Does it match the mane? And notice in front of you is a barley twist pole that you can hold on to when this carousel begins. And notice what colours this barley twist pole has on it. And now, as you're comfortable on your horse, the carousel begins. Slowly at first, it begins to go round. The horse begins to go up and slowly down. The horses around you are going up and down with you. You're the only one on this carousel. There's only you. This is your carousel. You're going round and up and down, holding on to that barley twist pole, feeling safe, feeling very secure on this horse, feeling quite at peace with yourself. Enjoy that feeling of allowing peace in here. It's a peaceful place. It's a calm time for you as you go around on this your very own carousel. I'd like you to notice as you're going around on this carousel that standing all around you off the side of the carousel are some spectators all around, and you notice them as you're going round and round, up and down on your horse. You're watching the spectators, and eventually the carousel comes to a stop, and one of the spectators moves forward and comes to stand on your carousel. Now, a spectator can only stand on the very edge of your carousel, your very own carousel. It can only stand there. It can't come any further onto your carousel until you give it permission, until you beckon it to come on. I'd like you to notice that the spectator that has jumped on board is actually a thought, because this is the carousel of your mind. This thought that has jumped on board is a wonderful thought. You recognise it, you feel it. It's a wonderful thought of beautiful things of the past, wonderful memories of things in the past that make you smile, make you feel joyful and calm. And you would like this thought, this spectator thought, to join you on your carousel, and you beckon it, you call it forward and ask it to come onto the carousel with you. It walks forward and sits on the horse next to you, and off the carousel goes. And as you go round and around and up and down on your horses, you converse with the spectator thought, the thought of wonderful things, of past things that are so wonderful to you, good memories, memories of good, happy times. And the spectator thought gives you more and more of these thoughts, and you enjoy it. You bathe in the joy of it. The memories are good. It feels good. Eventually, the carousel comes to a halt again, and another thought, another spectator jumps on board. Can only come just to the edge. It can't come any further. It cannot come any further until you notice it and you choose whether you're going to allow it on or not. Now this thought, you notice it's not a good thought. In fact, it's a thought of fear, fear of the future. It's a thought that's panicked and makes your heart beat quite fast, makes your hands get clammy. And you notice it's wanting to tell you more about the future that could be so difficult, so fearsome. It's wanting to tell you, you have a choice. You can continue with the wonderful thoughts, with the spectator thought next to you, or you can invite on this new thought, this thought that does actually make you panic before it's even got on. You have a choice. What are you going to do? You beckon this thought. You feel compelled to beckon this thought on board, and it jumps on board and it gets on the horse behind you. And it begins to give you more of these feelings of panic and fear. You remember moments of panic and fear from the past, and you take that into your future and wonder about the future, how it's going to roll out. Is it going to be good? Are terrible things going to happen? More fear, more panic. And you notice, as you look to your side, that the wonderful spectator thought that was with you previously is no longer there. For when you invite on a bad feeling thought, the good feeling thought has to jump off your carousel. cannot stay on there together. And you continue going round and round on your carousel of your mind, going up and down on your horse, holding on to that barley twist pole, not feeling quite as calm and as safe as you did previously, for this thought behind you is constantly giving you more and more to be panicked about, thinking about your future for you and future for your family, and worry, and enough of this. The carousel comes to a halt and you want this no more. Another thought jumps on board and you see that this is a thought of like things that make you panic, things that make you feel so low, so bad. You can, if you wish, invite on another thought of the same nature, or you can tell it to get off. What I wonder, what will you do? Tell it to get off, or invite it in? Let's tell it to get off. You command now that it jumps off of your carousel, and as it does so, another one jumps on board, and you recognize immediately that this is wonderful. This makes you feel so good. This is feelings of the future being happy and safe. You feel calm. And you say to this thought, come on board, come right in. And it jumps onto the horse next to you. And you realize immediately, as your spirits begin to rise, your thoughts begin to get better, your heart begins to swell with the beauty and the joy, and you realize that stinking, thinking thought that was behind you on the horse has jumped off, had to jump off, as you invited in a better feeling thought. And it feels so good. It feels so good as you go round and round on your carousel. You feel safe, you feel secure, you feel at one with yourself. You feel able to think so much more clearly, work things out with more clarity. And another thought, another spectator jumps on board, and you look and you say, I like this thought, come on board, this is good, this makes me feel good, this makes me feel prosperous, this makes me feel abundant in good feeling thoughts. And it gets on the horse at the other side of you, and together you go around your carousel, feeling good, going up and down on your horses, feeling so at one with nature, at one with you, at peace and at rest, able to enjoy life in its fullest, knowing that you have the ability to choose what thoughts you think. It is entirely your choice. As they jump on board into the carousel of your mind, you immediately see what the thought is. At that moment of seeing that thought jump on board, you have the ability to choose. I wonder if in future you will choose to let go, to command that you will get off of the carousel of my mind, those thoughts that bring you so much trouble, so much unease, so much dis-ease. And will you invite in onto your carousel of your mind those thoughts that bring you the best, the most wonderful feeling, abundant thoughts that make you so rich in those loving, calm, safe feelings, the joy and the good feelings that you deserve to feel, that you deserve to have. You have the choice. The choice is yours. As you sit on the carousel of your mind, moment by moment, day by day, I encourage you to practice this visualization each day, just for a few moments, getting used to inviting in the better feeling thoughts, getting used to telling the bad, stinking, thinking thoughts that make you feel so low, getting used to telling them to get off. Because you can. The choice is yours to feel good, to feel calm, to banish fear once and for all, and to be the most wonderful, the most expansive person that you could possibly be by choosing to think so much better feeling thoughts. Thank you for listening today, and I wish you all the best with exercising this visualization each day. Thank you.